Hi there, friends. Just after 6 a.m. on this Thursday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Channing Curtis.
And I'm Tim Pham. We're having a great Friday Eve.
Ooh, yes.
We're almost there. We said it. I almost
Yes.
forgot. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is joining us. And Thomas, on this Friday Eve, it is a little bit foggy out this morning, depending on where you are.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said Friday Eve, because if you looked at it from a weather perspective, it's been foggy every single day this week. So it's kind of hard to tell from the Weather Center, if you will. But the fog is once again back in play, especially for the West Plains of Spokane County. Dense fog advisories in effect for a handful of locations across eastern Washington, this time for the Palouse as well. Saw lots of low visibility reports between Colfax and Pullman before 5 a.m., but it's already started to improve at least a little bit. You just see an 8-mile visibility report in Pullman, so that seems good to go, and the camera in Colfax is looking better, but still 1/8 of a mile visibility out at Spokane International Airport. Looks like Medical Lake is getting some of the worst fog at the moment. Meanwhile, that live picture over Riverfront Park in downtown Spokane looking a bit clearer, but still a bit foggy here at our South Hill studio. So the higher in elevation you are in Spokane County, the more likely you are seeing that fog right now.
Happening today, a major milestone for the North-South Freeway in Spokane. A ribbon-cutting ceremony is happening in a matter of hours for a new section of the North Spokane corridor. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones is live where this new section is opening up. Brandon, tell us more about what this means for drivers. Good morning.
Good morning, Tim. Well, it means a lot of people are going to be excited to use this new stretch. I know we've talked to people who have expressed that excitement, and right there behind me, underneath that overpass, that's where the ribbon cutting ceremony is going to take place a little bit later this afternoon. But we talked about that excitement. Of course, the people who've been working on this project as well, they're excited to see it finally come to fruition. You know, and what you can expect is the next drivable section of the North-South Freeway to open. It's a new 1.5-mile stretch of road between Freya and Wellesley. WashDOT officials say this opening of the new section now puts them over 70% complete for the entire corridor. As for what you can expect today, the ribbon cutting ceremony will take place between 2 and 3 p.m. this afternoon. It'll take place at Wellesley Avenue between Market and Freya Street under the new North Spokane corridor overpass. The public is welcome to attend. Guests will be asked to park on the on and off ramps within the closed section of the freeway. Once parked, attendees can walk down Wellesley to where the ribbon cutting will take place. Of course, we're going to have a crew out here as well to get you some updates for later in the afternoon in our afternoon shows, and then we'll have those updates as well on our online platforms as well. So you can find that on the KREM 2 app, on our website, anything where you can find KREM 2 news. But we talked about that excitement. I know I've been saying that word a lot, but I also talked with some businesses earlier in the year, and they expressed how they were happy for this corridor, this path to open up over here. You can hear some of those trucks give us a honk over here because they're going to be able to use that stretch of this new portion of the corridor as well. So a lot to look forward to. And again, that ribbon cutting ceremony is 2 to 3 p.m. this afternoon. But for now, reporting live in Spokane County, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Continuing coverage this morning into an investigation involving a Spokane County deputy who shot a man.
KREM 2 talked to a man who lives in that area and said that he heard the whole thing on Tuesday night.
There was several shots, 3 to 4 shots for sure. You normally don't hear gunshots up here.
Deputies say they got a call about a possible domestic violence incident at a home. The caller said a man broke a door inside the house and would not leave a woman alone. Deputies say that they were told the man had a gun and that he had an active domestic violence warrant for his arrest. When deputies arrived to the home, the deputy shot the man.
After the first police officer arrived, it got pretty hectic around here. There was a lot of police present. I wasn't scared for my safety because I didn't hear any more shots after the first.
Deputies say they saw what appeared to be a firearm in the area where the man was shot, but did not give us any other details. That man was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. We don't have an update on his condition at this time, but we do know that Washington State Patrol is now leading this investigation.
This morning, a big push to protect children online. Spokane City Council members Betsy Wilkerson and Jonathan Bingle want federal lawmakers to make the internet safer for children. They are asking Congress to pass the Kids Online Safety Act. Advocates say it's been 25 years since Congress passed any legislation protecting kids online, which was way before cell phones and social media. They also say studies show use of social media and other online platforms lead to declining mental health in adolescents. Wilkerson says the law would hold social media companies accountable by requiring annual audits and more oversight on the risks to youth.
But with those two safeguards and oversight, the one 25 years ago really didn't have oversight. This has oversight built in, and I think that is what will make the difference.
Wilkerson says she's already been in contact with Washington Senator Maria Cantwell about getting the bill passed. A spokesperson for Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers told KREM 2 she's committed to working with Senator Cantwell to protect kids online.
It is 6:06 right now. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. A man was shot in downtown Spokane late last night. Now, according to police, the man was shot in the arm at Riverfront Park. He is expected to be okay. Police don't have a suspect in custody, nor do they have a description of the shooter at this time. The Wenatchee Police Department is looking for a missing vulnerable adult. Take a look at your screen. Police say Shira Harrison was last seen on Tuesday getting into a white or silver Toyota Highlander. Her family told police that they didn't recognize the vehicle that Harrison got into. Police are now asking anyone who might know where Harrison is, or if you see her in the Chelan or Douglas County areas, to call the number there at the bottom of your screen. And team building is officially in motion for the Spokane Velocity. They named their first head coach, Lee Beedman. Most recently served as an assistant coach for the Charleston Battery of the USL Championship League. He brings more than a decade of coaching experience with him. The Velocity is expected to make its debut in March and will play in USL League One. And today's Spokane mega chef Ricky Webster is competing once again on the Food Network. Tonight he'll be in a bake-off with other chefs for the Christmas Cookie Challenge episode, Teams of Champions. Over the last several years, Webster has won a variety of baking competitions, so we'll see how he does tonight. And that's a look at your morning rush.
After more than 30 years with the Spokane Police Department, Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidel is resigning. He will finish out this year, then step down.
So KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is joining us live in the newsroom this morning. So Nicole, can you tell us what exactly did Chief Meidel say in his resignation?
So Channington, Police Chief Craig Meidel sent out a long statement thanking the Spokane community, the Spokane Police Department, and his family. He's been working with the department for more than 30 years and has been chief since 2016. He said his time with Spokane PD has been a blessing. Current Mayor Nadine Woodward thanked Meidel for his work with the department. She said she's happy for him and his family, but says this will leave a void in the community. Chief Meidel's resignation comes just a few days after Lisa Brown took a big lead in the mayoral race. His last day is now December 31st, and that's also the day before new Mayor Lisa Brown will be sworn in. In his statement, he did wish the new mayor success. And Brown actually sent out a statement after Meidel's resignation as well. She said, quote, "The chief of police is an incredibly challenging job that requires dedication and sacrifice. I want to thank Chief Meidel for the 30 years of service he has given to our community. In the coming days, I will meet with Chief Meidel and Assistant Chief Justin Lundgren to hear their perspectives on the public safety challenges and opportunities facing Spokane," end quote. Now, earlier this year, an investigation found Chief Meidel gave some city reports on shoplifting and homelessness to a local business group. City Council had asked for an independent investigation, but Mayor Woodward said her office did not have to start one. It's basically started a back and forth between the mayor and City Council. Ultimately, City Council amended the city code to let the police ombudsman investigate Meidel. Since then, KREM 2 has not heard if an investigation was ever started. Coming up in the next half hour, I'll break down some other city leaders' reactions to Meidel's resignation. Plus, our Kyle Simchuk is talking to Chief Meidel today. You can watch that interview tonight on KREM 2 News at 4, 5, and 6. In the newsroom, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Time now is 6:10, and weather conditions have been foggy for some in the inland northwest, and we are keeping a very sharp eye on a lot of these camera images and visibility reports. Just looked outside from our own outdoor weather center, and the visibility improving on the south hill of Spokane, but look at the West Plains on the exit that goes towards Medical Lake, Highway 902. That is easily the foggiest camera image I've seen across the inland northwest. So the western side of Spokane County, still heavy fog. But conditions have improved, say, here in Spokane, as well in Colfax, where at around 4:30 in the morning, it was incredibly foggy there, but looks like the visibilities are improving. But the low cloud cover is absolutely there. The blue shades that you see on your screen here identifying where that low cloud cover is, but obviously the last piece of that equation is this fog or is it just really low cloud cover? And in most cases, just low clouds, except out towards Medical Lake. So any foggy conditions could be here as late as the noon hour today, and what is going to be a cooler day for us. High temperatures will be stuck in the 30s.